Ready for Revolution, Brother Eric Ture Muhammad here. Hope all is well with you and yours, and welcome to our live YouTube Global Gold event here. And we're sharing with you from the United States, and we're going to make it very simple for you to show you an opportunity that I believe all of you will embrace and enjoy. So please stand by. Of course, we welcome you because if you're looking for a better way, if you are in search of a better way to handle the dispositions and the activities around the world, you are in fact in the right place as we speak. Welcome to Wealth Builders Worldwide. We are a group of affiliates, independent affiliates of KARATBARS International, and we enjoy sharing this opportunity with you. This is Mr. Michael and Ms. Monisha Dalco. These are senior partners in our group of wealth builders. And Mr. Dalco was a 15-year mortgage banker in the United States, as well as Ms. Monisha, who was a 20 years corporate trainer. They are both independent, free and clear, owing to no one but themselves because they are full-time and retired in the KARATBARS affiliate opportunity, an opportunity which we're going to share with you today. We're also going to talk to you about the power of having a dream, how to dream, what to dream, how to dream bigger. And we're going to explore some of the activity found in the Dream Chaser Manifesto given to us by Mr. Tyrone Best, CEO and founder of Wealth Builders Worldwide. Now, in order to understand successfully where you are or where you want to be, you need to look at where you are. What is your plan? We have to have a plan for all that we do. So where are you in life right now? And again, where would you like to be in the future? The distance between those two distances are decisions. Where you are right now and where you would like to be in the future is dependent upon a decision. Factor this in. If you keep doing for the next 10 years what you've done for the last 10 years, will you reach your goals? Truth of the matter is, there's not enough time to do any of that. There's not enough time to reach goals as lofty as they may be, because many of you might have committed your time to the extent where you have more years behind you than you have ahead of you. So we cannot continue to do the same thing that we've always done. When you look at the timelines, we go through education in almost every society. You're going to spend 20, 21, 22, some even more years in school to only get a job. And a job is a role in society, and it may be a necessary role in society, but the issue becomes the job is working against your ability to be free, because you're sacrificing time freedom, location freedom, and you're sacrificing financial freedom because jobs are expensive to hold, maintain, and even to have. And what you're paid on these jobs are nowhere near enough for the everyday living. So it leaves us dazed and confused by the time we think we're approaching retirement. Just think about it, 40 years of work, 40 hours a week, you retire on less than 40% of income that you were earning. And that does not jive in a day of inflation and other hard truths, such as the average life expectancy. So let's say you retired around age 61, 62. We know that retirement has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with numbers. It has everything to do with money. So if you're retiring around 81 years old, that gives you an approximate 16 years of life to look forward to. But how do you look forward to with empty pockets? Because you were already making less than what you were actively earning. And on top of it, healthcare costs, they run in the upwards of 300,000 plus. And what about the fact that you have a 401k that has now gone to the toilet for many in the world because these were risks. These weren't pensions of security. These were risks where people were using your money to handle other debts and challenges in society, investing it for themselves. And as a result, it has failed miserably. Your Dow markets have crashed. Your NASDAQs have crashed. Your S&P 500s have crashed, and has left you sitting at home along with a pandemic. How are you going to maintain in these years? And if you live in the United States, you have an issue with Social Security, because with Social Security itself, it only has 14 years left of cash reserve predicted. So they have to do something to replenish the reserves before they run out in 2034. Many of us around the world are downsizing our activity, downsizing our lifestyle. You know, many of us as baby boomers, we are now taking care of elderly who's living ahead of us. We're taking care of the children behind us, and we're taking care of their children. And many times we're doing it all from the same home. For that dream home we once wished for, now it's been downsized where all of us are in that same house, divvying up who's going to pay what bill, who's going to get groceries, who's going to pay the rent or the mortgage or the note, who's going to wash the clothes, who's going to take it to the laundry. You see, there's a problem, a flawed uh, uh, um, system, a broken system that's leaving us wanted. So many of us find ourselves after retirement having to jump back into the workforce. And so when are you really debt free? When do you find that point of freedom? Unfortunately, it may be here. And depending upon the type of debt that was left for your loved ones, that's what you have to leave them. That is not the way you or I would like to be remembered. So you finally have that talk. You're starting a family, everybody's happy, but now you got to be real with them. You have to let them know that for 12 years of school, college, and 4 more years, you're going to work until you die. You're going to have to help them see the reality of a system that is broken. And what's broken about this system, and how can we fix it? Well, the problem is you cannot work in exponential inflation with a linear income, folks. This means that the cost of living goes up, but your pockets stay flat. Your pockets don't increase with the cost of living. There needs to be a way to do the things that we must do and do it with peace, do it with security. But how do you find the time to do that? You're working 40 hours a week, 40 years of your life, and you're retiring on 40% less than what you were earning in active employment. And many of us today don't know when we'll be active again with employment because we're in the middle of a health as well as a wealth pandemic. The wealth we can help with, and the wealth will help against the health. We have solutions. Let's look at those that have been successful at it thus far. This is Mr. Warren Buffett. Mr. Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will absolutely work until you die. Well, our mentor and Wealth Builders Worldwide, Mr. Michael L. Dalco, homed in on this even stronger. He said, if you don't find out what real money is, you will work until you die. Well, that's real talk, because look, the definition of money itself, in order for something to be defined as money, it must be a store of value. Okay? It must store your labor. What does that mean? The work you put into it to get it, the time you sell to get it, it must be worth as much or more in the future as it is today. And your dollars, your fiat currencies worldwide can't hold that leverage. It should not even be looked at as money or representation of money, because it does not have the ability to store value, and it does not have the ability to store your labor. What gain are you really gathering from working 35 to 40 hours a week, the majority of your adult life? What has it done for you if you do not have a pure store of asset behind it? So the 4 keys to building wealth, we discovered it. We share it with you freely right here and show you how to get started. You have to have residual income. You have to create it. You have to have the power that's associated with assets. An asset is an instrument of value that appreciates over time. So you must have you must learn how to accumulate appreciating assets, precious metals, precious gems, fine art. Those are classified in the world as precious assets, okay, as valuable assets. However, if you're a scriptural buff, the scripture denotes money as gold or silver. Gold, silver, money. They have an equitable, synonymous meaning one between the other. The Bible, the Quran, the Injils, the Gospels, none of them speak to cash, none of them speak to fiat, none of them speak to paper. With our keys, we also show you how to outrun inflation and take advantage of tax codes. Here in the US, you can pay almost 40% or more throughout your career in taxes alone. Check out what Mr. Donnie learned from a simple game of Monopoly. Taxes could take as much as 40% of the income you worked so hard for over the course of your career. That's criminal in itself. So what do we do about it? Well, you have to find a way to secure the ultimate business model. A business model that takes you out of being the employee, takes you out of owning a job, but puts you in a system that allows you to allow money to work for you and you no longer work for money. When you're on the leveraged business, that if you own a leveraged business that maximizes the B&I quadrants, you are on the verge of being wealthy and free. So in KARATBARS International, we answer those questions. We give you residual income, accumulating, appreciating assets. We outrun the inflation and we utilize the advantage of tax codes. We're based in Stuttgart, Germany. And that's Mr. Harold Seiss. Dr. Seiss, Senator Seiss, is the founder and visionary of KARATBARS International. He's a two-time author, and his desire is to produce a high quality gold, the highest quality of gold available in the market, to make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. My goal, he says, is that KARATBARS helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. And what he is sharing with you in this instance, Dr. Seiss, is he's sharing with you the opportunity of receiving gold in small increments where it's affordable and accessible. We are very clear that whoever has gold has money. When you look at gold, if you had gold, $100,000 worth of gold in 1932, it's now worth over $6 million. Gold produces price stability. That means in any economy, the general price does not change over time, not much. So if you bought a Ford in 1920, that was 645 US dollars or a kilogram of gold. But today the average SUV or truck is running you base sticker price 40,000 US dollars. Why? Because it's not backed by gold. But if it were backed by gold, you can get that truck and you'll get plenty of change back, because stability is offered in any economy when it's backed by an appreciating asset. 20 US dollars might have done this for your cart in 1998. But as the dollar got larger, more pronounced, and printed more, you started getting less, because inflation is where the goods and prices of services go up, but your money, the value of money decreases. So the more money you print, what happens when you run image through a copier over and over and over? It loses resolution, it loses strength, it gets to fading. Well, so does your basket and your buying power when you're doing it with the dollar. So our number one millionaire secret is to pay ourselves first. That means we exchange the declining paper value dollar while it still has some value, and exchange it for the world's greatest appreciating asset, gold. Gold is known as a tier 1 appreciating asset. Tier 1 in the world of finance means there's no risk involved with it. So what do we do traditionally? Well, poor, middle class, those not knowing, we spend instead of save, where we reverse that model in amongst the rich and healthy, and wealthy rather. So here we're going to show you how to start a business to maximize your tax benefits, how to pay yourself first with gold, and we're going to show you how to build a referral network to create residual income. This is our compensation plan that comes with 2 magnificent keys in the world of KARATBARS, and those keys are leverage and exponential growth. So John Paul Getty operated out of a wealth principle. That principle read, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. There's no truer statement, family, because now, well, let me say this. We're not financial advisors. I'm nobody's financial advisor. I'm showing you examples for calculations and illustration purposes only. I'm not here to guarantee your income. I can guarantee you'll make money in KARATBARS, but I can't guarantee how much you can make in KARATBARS. It all depends on the size of your dream and your willingness to get busy. There is money to be made in KARATBARS. I won't guarantee that you're making the money, but there is money to be made in KARATBARS. It's about your drive. Let's look at the unilevel bonus. This is our savings plan. Your free gold savings account allows you to reach out to 5 people, sponsor them, and you'll find yourself saving gold to the extent that you can earn up to 6% commission on a monthly basis. That means when they save gold for themselves, you save gold for yourself, and you encourage them to do the same, you will be compensated monthly through our unilevel compensation plan. But we also have a direct commission, and direct commission as a compensation plan, there are no obligations to KARATBARS, so it's an optional program. This optional program allows you to pick a package to start a weekly residual business. All right, so our packages come with statuses of bronze, silver, gold, and VIP. Any package that does the same thing, and any package yields you commission. So if someone acquires a package after you got yours, you get a 10% commission. That person gets a package of someone else, you get a 3% commission off of their efforts, and a 2% commission when the third person decides they want to do what you've done in the beginning. Now, this is the power of leverage and exponential growth, family. Because suppose you don't tell one, suppose you tell 10, and those 10 do what you've done. Well, the next generation, that second line will give you 100 people, and that next generation will give you 1,000 people. That's exponential growth. And it's easy because we're dealing with a product that's money already. Gold is money. Then you have the dual team bonus. And it gets real sweet here because as you grow and as your teams grow, and as they start to accumulate gold and other assets, they begin learning, additional assets rather, they begin developing what's known as units. So every time a person on your left or right side, and all this is optional, folks, acquires gold products or business packages, it creates units. And when you have 25 on one side and 50 on another, either side, it doesn't matter, you will generate what's known as a DTP or dual team payout. And those payouts run into infinity. Infinity, of course, means forever. And depending upon the status of package will determine the price point by which you're guaranteed a payout. So at VIP, you're guaranteed 80 euros. At bronze, you're guaranteed 40 euros. You earn by following a system, a process, the same process you will follow for bronze, the same process you will follow for VIP. Now, what you would have to decide is whether you want a hamburger or you want a full steak dinner, and that's the difference between bronze and VIP. You also are paid 180,000 times a week in the dual team program. And again, all of this is optional. And then let's say you come in as a bronze, but VIP is the place to be. Where there's a fast track 5 and 5 promotion that exists forever in KARATBARS. And what happens is you sponsor 5 new affiliates within your first 5 weeks from acquiring your business package at your package level or higher. The company will upgrade you to the next highest status package at no cost. That's a free upgrade, family. You can move 2 positions from bronze to silver and silver to gold and then gold to VIP. You can actually earn those upgrades within the first 5 weeks to the next highest level at no cost to you. It's all about the growth. So if you're willing to open your free gold savings account, which consists of your name, your address, your phone number, an email address, your birth date, you choose a username, you choose a password, you are in business. And once you've done that and acquired a package and you start saving gold on a regular, consistent basis, then if you start telling people in that optional dual team program, please, and they continue to do what you've done, look at your growth patterns, okay? Look at the power of exponential growth. You may know the first person, the first 2 people you talk to, the first 4 people you talk to, it gets sketchy at 8, 16 is almost impossible, and it continues to grow. In fact, by 90 to 120 days in the opportunity following that system that we're laying out for illustration purposes only, you can find yourself in the arena of $2,000 to $3,000 a month by just following those 3 simple steps. And that's only the beginning because, again, there are no levels. It's just a matter of a process that will pay you into infinity. And again, at 180,000 dual team payouts maximum per week. Then you have the beautiful matching bonus. The matching bonus is designed to reward you for others in your organization who got paid. So every time someone else gets paid, if you brought them in, you're going to receive a matching bonus. So if you're on the bronze level, it goes 2 generations, silver 3, gold 5. If you're VIP, it runs 7 generations deep. And if you have a household where you and your spouse are VIPs, or any of your children are VIPs, or any of your businesses are VIPs, just imagine the plethora or the volume of residual income that you can enjoy. We also have our beautiful multi-packs in the world of KARATBARS, where you learn more about it, where you have free gold and free gold activity. You can earn e-points and you can earn free cash gold in all of our packages. These are platforms you'll learn more about by just simply responding in the comments and learn how you can be a part of a home-based opportunity. I'm your brother and friend, Brother Eric Ture Muhammad. I appreciate the time you've afforded me. I will see you on the next live stream. Peace and power.